Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bible Talk with Alicia. Today, I will be giving you a summary of Genesis chapter 19. One of my favorite chapters because you can get so many lessons out of that chapter. So let's get right into it. It starts off with two angels arriving at Sodom, and Lot sees them, and he bowed down to them, saying, "My Lord," he said, "please turn aside to your servant house to wash your feet and face and stay tonight. Then leave in the morning." The angels replied to him, "No, we'll stay in the city square." Lot kept persisting and pursued them so strongly that they went with Lot to his house. He fed them, and then the young men and old men of the city surrounds Lot home. And this is when really the action is taking place. And the men of the city said to Lot outside of Lot's home, "Where are the men who came to you tonight? Bring them out to us so that we can have sex with them." Lot went outside and informed them that he has two daughters and they could have them. But the men of the city said, "Get out of my way. You are a foreigner here, and we'll treat you worse than them." Now, the men of the city kept pursuing Lot to get to these men, and was telling Lot to move out the way. And then they, you know, started to break down the door. So the angels poured Lot inside of the house, then struck the men of the city with blindness. And one of the reasons why the angel struck them with blindness is so that they could not find the door. The angels informed Lot, if there is any other family members here in this city, he the angels told Lot, get your peoples, and y'all just have to get out. And the angels went a little further and explained to Lot and said that the Lord ordered them to destroy the city. So Lot went to his son-in-laws, who promised to marry his daughter. Now, Lot's son-in-law thought that he was just joking, so they just was like, we're not going anywhere. The angels again told Lot and his family to hurry up and leave, because if they didn't leave, they were going to be destroyed with the city. So Lot started to like hasten, he's like, "No, I don't really want to go." And so the angels grasped his hand with his family and led them safely out of the city. One of the angels said, "Don't look back and don't stop." Lot informed the angel that he can't flee to the mountain but to a city nearby. And the angel said, "You know what? Okay, that's fine. I'm going to grant you your request." So at this point, they are running away from the city. Once the sun had risen over the land, the Lord rained down burning with burning sulfur on Sodom and Gomorrah. But Lot's wife looked back and became a pillar of salt. Now let's stop here. Realize that sometimes when people are attached to certain things, or attached to an area that they love, it's hard for them to leave. But when God tells you it's time for you to go, it's time for you to go. And Lot's wife did not take heed to what the angels told them not to do. So when she turned around, she turned into a pillar of salt. Now let's continue on with the story. Early the next day, or early the next morning, Abram arose, and he stood where he stood before the Lord before, and said, well, not said, I'm sorry, and he saw that Sodom and Gomorrah was burning with smoke. Now, the kicker here is that when you read Genesis 19, it tells you that the Lord remembered Abraham and spared Lot. Sometimes God will spare you because of a family member. You don't know who's praying for you. It could be a family member or a friend. But, anyways, God informs us in His word in Genesis chapter 19 that this is why He spared Lot. Now, towards the end of Genesis chapter 19, it gives you the story about Lot and his daughters. So Lot and his daughters settled in the mountain, but then his two daughters started to complain that there was not enough men around. So they really decided a plot to get their father drunk and sleep with him a different night, which concluded an outcome of both daughters pregnant by their father. Both daughters, they both born sons, which became the fathers of two of Israel's greatest enemies, the Moabites and the Ammonites. These nations settled east of Jordan River, and Israel could never conquer them because of the family connection. Moses was forbidden to attack them because of that. You can read that, I think, in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 2. Now, sometimes, you won't get destroyed because of who you are connected to. I can give so many examples, about that, but I don't want to get into that. But I want to give you the reason why Israel could not defeat them or kill them. It was because of the connection. So we are now, the end of that chapter. That chapter is done. So the lessons that I want you to get out of Genesis chapter 19, and please, read through it. Open up your Bible, read Genesis chapter 19. If I missed anything, please feel free to add it in the comment box or just add your comments. But these are the lessons. There are 3 lessons that I want you to get out of Genesis chapter 19. 1, angels are real. Okay, angels are real. Sometimes God will send you an angel to save your life or to give you some encouragement. You can read, and I think it's the New Testament. In the New Testament, it tells you, to be mindful, because be mindful of the way you treat people, and be mindful of what you do and say, because you never know if you're entertaining an angel. I think that is in the New Testament, but y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. But 1, angels are real. 2, corruption. Okay, Sodom shows us the world without God, and Sodom and Gomorrah. There was so much sin going on there. There were sexual sin. It was pride. It was selfishness. I mean, like, they wasn't even taking care of the poor. I mean, what kind of foolery is that? I mean, they was overwhelmed with so much abundance, and they was just selfish. And also 3, the third lesson is the mindset of the daughters. I'm telling you, some people are really, their minds are, on a whole nother level. The way that they plot that out with their father, not a good thing. But before I leave, I want, when you have time, read Ezekiel chapter 16. And in this particular chapter, God compares Jerusalem to Sodom, saying Sodom never did what you and your daughters have done. He explained that the sin of Sodom was that she and her daughters were, they was arrogant, overfed, and unconcerned. They did not help the poor and the needy. They were tasting and did detestable things before me, before the Lord. And so Sodom and Gomorrah was just more than just sexual sin. There was so much going on, but it is a exact picture of a world without God. So, thank you for listening to Bible Talk with Felicia. That is Genesis chapter 9. I will be, another video should be posting up soon, Genesis chapter 20. I hope that you enjoyed this. Please leave your comments, your questions, and I'll try to get back to you at my earliest convenience. All right, have a great day.